They always say it's two justice systems in Jamaica, one for the rich and one for the poor, which leads us to the case of Dr. James Robertson, who some people consider the boogeyman of Jamaica politics. James Robertson was born in a prominent Kingston family. They owned a shipping company and a cold storage facility at the Kingston Wharf. James attended Campion College, after which he went to university in England and the United States of America. He grew up as a wealthy socialite in the Kingston area. James is one of the wealthiest politicians in Jamaica. James' introduction to politics came as a campaign manager for North East St. Catherine in 1989 and again for North Central Clarendon in 1993. He served as a candidate/caretaker for the South St. Catherine in 1997 and was a senator from 1998 to 2002. He won 5 consecutive general elections to remain as a Member of Parliament for Western St. Thomas from 2002 to present. The first show of Robertson's power was put on display when former head of the Jamaica Labour Party, Edward Seaga, said Robertson's campaign was funded with dirty money. Seaga had to withdraw that accusation, but that did not prevent Robertson from leading a coup along with the Young Turks to force Seaga out of the party and push then Prime Minister Bruce Golding to the helm of the party in 2005. Even with all of this going on, Robertson would find himself in trouble with the law after he would, quote, rescue a JLP activist named Ramesh Simpson from police custody after he was shot. A police by the name of Carlos Bell, who oversaw the operation, was transferred from the St. Thomas Division for this incident. Robertson was charged with obstructing police and abusive language to the police, but those charges were later dropped when Robertson apologized. He never saw a day in court for this incident. But this is nothing compared to the rest of the allegations that's laid against Robertson. Months later, Robertson was again on the defense, fighting allegations by a businessman by the name of Ian Wiley Johnson about a plot to kill him. Les Green, the former Assistant Commissioner of Police, said he investigated the accusation that Robertson tried to arrange at least 2 murders in St. Thomas and found enough evidence that James could be charged. But guess what? This never happened. Les Green said in an interview with Miami Herald, after he had carefully assembled the case file, the Minister of National Security refused to offer protection for the witness, so the witness then fled because his safety could not be guaranteed. So the case fell apart before it even began. The 2 murder investigation that Les Green is talking about, the incident them took place in Ayalas, involved Ian Wiley's mother, a lady by the name of Hyacinth, and a man by the name of Cecil Riley, otherwise called Petrol. All of this started when James Robertson approached Ian Wiley and tell him that he had a problem with Petrol and he want Petrol to be dead. Ian Wiley said he declined, and from that day he was marked for death. Ian Wiley himself wasn't any saint. He was a JLP activist who once funded James' campaign. About 2 weeks after James approached Ian Wiley, Petrol was shot and killed at his nightclub in Albion Yalas by 2 gunmen. It is rumored that, you remember the man who James Robertson took from the police, Ramesh Simpson, it is alleged that he is one of the shooters that went and killed Petrol at his club. After Petrol was killed, James Robertson came out and said in a report that he praised Petrol as a role model to the community. But most of Yala citizens did not believe that to be true, because Petrol is also a area leader for a place in a St. Thomas them called Grand Spen, and he's a known PMP activist. Shortly after Petrol dead, Ian Wiley became the target Two attempts were made on his life. The first, him escaped untouched, but the second, he was shot 3 times at his gate. Ian Wiley, in a sworn statement, said that the MP came to his house after he was shot and gave him a paper with 2 names on it and said he must kill them 2 men here because these are the 2 men who was trying to kill him. Ian Wiley said him decline again. Then on June 6, 2008, 3 men entered Ian Wiley supermarket, were located in Yalas Bay, and shot and killed his mother Hyacinth. Wiley then took his wife and his kids and went into hiding. Les Green said he also sent an investigative file to the now Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, outlining the case for a ruling in the matter. Robertson was meanwhile facing other problems. A government investigation into a contract supplying natural gas had found numerous irregularities. The contract was then cancelled and Robert was under pressure to step down as the Minister of Energy, which he did, but he remained as the deputy leader of the Jamaica Labour Party. Days after that, Robertson came out to the public and stated that his visa was revoked. On June 4, 2011, Paula Llewellyn, the DPP, responded to the case file submitted by Green, saying no charge will be laid against Robertson because the witness has a credibility issue. James was not charged for soliciting any of the murder. And the following year, Les Green contract were not renewed by the Minister of National Security. ANC had to went back to England. It's clear politics at play in all of these incidents. On 2 different occasions, WikiLeaks cable stated that James Robertson has criminal allegations, but in the 2007 one, the cable stated that source close to James Robertson told the Drugs Enforcement Administration that Robertson was involved with money laundering and organized crime, and that James' father had once been forced to hand over acres of land to settle his son's own drugs debt. James Robertson is a feared person inside the JLP party and inside of his constituency. As you can see with the article on screen, this is the WikiLeaks cable. It stated that Roberts explained that many of Bruce Golding's advisors fear him. It goes on to say James Robertson and his friend them are them responsible for Siaga now in politics no more. Even though Siaga they get old, but them push him out in the last. Robertson further explained that he is feared by some of the suspected ties to illegal activities, including drug trafficking. Even with all of these allegations against James Robertson, he was not charged for any criminal matter. But Jamaican people should know that these allegations exist. And a minister's name is still the deputy leader in Parliament for the Jamaica Labour Party. It's sad to see these elected officials is so closely tied to criminal activities, even if there hasn't been any charge. But the mere allegations surrounding their name, it's just not a good look for Jamaica and the direction Jamaica should want to be in. So I'm just putting out these information to inform the public or who may not know about James Robertson. If you like this content, please remember to like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next video.